Broken Generation, we're back. This time we're in a mad different environment.
Slightly, innit?
It's not even like, our usual different environment, so there's a different change of scenery. Now you're in a complete new place.
Best pub in Gloucester.
Say no more.
Jeez!
Yo, Landlord.
Jeez!
Where are we, Landlord?
Jeez!
Tell us where we are.
So the Three Oaks, Robbinswoods, Gloucester.
You hear that? Three Oaks right now. It was only right, spoke about it on the last podcast, said we're going to try and catch up with, what would you say, are you the only black landlord in Gloucester, or you're definitely a small portion of people that are landlords?
Yeah, I think I'm the only one still.
Okay. Might be the only one. Yeah. I hear that. I hear that.
Mr. Henry
had a landlord previously, a black man, but yeah, just me one.
The only one right now
I know of.
So we're definitely getting to that. Mr. Henry, what are you telling me?
I'm just saying Black History Month.
True.
You had to pass through in the month. Do you know what I mean? Solid. It looks good here, mate. It's a solid pub, mate. It's solid.
Obviously, right now the pub is open. We're live. Like, we wanted to run it. We wanted to get on as authentic as possible.
Yeah.
So you can hear people in the background. You might hear this. You might hear that.
Kids
running around.
You might hear someone get screamed to get out of the pub.
There you go. Yeah. It's my pub. You never know. Have you got a saying yet?
Your landlord phrase.
My pub. How do you mean?
Well, you haven't got like just singing it, just say it. Like when it's last orders, have you got like a last order? Is it just last orders?
No, it's last orders. Get the fuck out.
You ain't gotta go home. You need to make your own saying, so you can like make it go viral.
Do you ring the bell?
Do you
ring the bell?
Nah.
You don't?
You got a bell?
Yeah, you got a bell.
Okay.
You usually use the mic, innit?
Okay, yeah.
To like fuck off. With the mic, innit?
That's fair enough, though.
That's good.
That's fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. So, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. I'll do the cuts after. We might as well just let this one roll.
That's calm. So, Adrian, talk about this thing, yeah? So, how long you been here for?
Around about 6 months now still. It's like April time.
Yeah, April, what, 22?
Yeah.
So, before we even get into that, what brought you here?
Yeah, it's a fact.
Bro,
like, before we even, like, what brought you? Because we were saying before, like, I don't have any ambition or even any...
Yeah, facts.
There was nothing in my future that said, let's open a pub.
Yeah, when they asked me in secondary school, what do you want to be when you're older? There was, like, that never... Being a pub landlord never came to mind, so... Yeah, talk to me, man. How did this all come about?
You know what it is, yeah? I'm always out for money, innit?
Okay, money orientation. I get that.
Spending, taking care of my family and that. My missus, so my fiance.
Yeah.
This was a local pub.
Her local pub.
Yeah.
Okay.
All her life.
Yeah.
She lived around the corner. There's always been a local. Always been her family's local. And she's always told me that she's gonna have this pub one day.
Oh snap!
I didn't think nothing of it.
Oh, mad.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm a black man.
Yeah.
I don't really want to be,
Yeah.
And my, background isn't really the pub scene.
Yeah.
So she's always told me she's gonna have this pub. And then it came up one day.
Yeah.
We've already got our businesses anyway, so we got the time and space to do things and whatever. Pub come up. She was like, I want it. I was like, yeah, do whatever you want. Didn't believe anything, but I had an interview and we got it.
Yeah. So how do you even find out a pub's available?
Yeah, facts.
Well, it's not like an Indeed thing, is it? Like, you don't go on Indeed and it says...
Yeah. Obviously, her mum lives literally next around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like literally those buildings around there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there was this for sale sign. Okay. And actually, I've got a cleaning business, innit?
Yeah.
So we was doing cleaning in this pub for the previous
landlord.
Yeah. So she was talking to Kirsty because Kirsty used to work here as well.
Okay, yeah.
So my fiance used to work here, and she asked her if she wants to take over the pub.
Yeah.
Because they would move back to Manchester.
Okay. Synergy.
So let me break it down further, because like I used to come here. I've been here like years and years ago. So this was before refurbishment. And then
Skittle Alley, yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. And it was locked off for a little while. So I'm guessing. So before you guys took over, because this was boarded up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it was boarded up for a few, I don't know, months or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you guys got involved. Okay.
Yeah. So the previous landlord and landlady, they took over the pub when Heineken took over the pub. So it's a brewery, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Heineken spent what 500k on refurbing the pub.
Yeah.
So then, they took over from that.
So how much of Heineken do you know? So in terms of like, so what? So tell me, what does it mean to be a brewery? What does that actually mean? So for Heineken to be taking over this place, what does that actually mean?
So they take over everything, innit? So they take over the rent of the land.
Okay.
They take over all the drinks. So they provide us with all the drinks, all the foods. We can't change nothing, basically.
Yeah.
So they provide us with everything.
Yeah. So you can't change in terms of atmosphere, what it looks like in here, in terms of like painting. You can't paint something.
In terms of that,
like maintenance, I'm guessing you can do. Yeah.
Go through them.
Yeah.
Then it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've got a specific look on the actual pub.
Yeah.
So whatever we do to change this building, it has to go through them.
Okay. Cool. Makes sense. Solid pub, man. Decor wise.
The thing is, people can't see it. All they can see is us.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying. This is one of the reasons why we're saying this early. Like, come and visit. So
definitely.
If you're a fan or a viewer of the pub, of us, then come and visit. Innit? This is definitely something that needs to be checked out. Menu's good. Menu's solid. Drinks good.
Both have food.
Yeah. I've eaten there. Brought my kids in to eat food once. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a review.
I have. Yeah, facts. I definitely. Loving that. But yeah, it's a solid pub. It's like a proper.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Family pub.
Do you know what it is?
We need more of.
I forget how old we are.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, when people do these things, it shouldn't shock me. Because we're really at that age where we should be like, all be having our own businesses, or all be doing something in management or supervisory or things of that nature. So I'm always like, so whenever I think about it, I'm like, that's sick move, bro, sick.
So that's sort of obviously you got the introduction, you went in. Like, what was it like actually coming in, stepping through the door and saying, "Rah, I'm about to run this pub." Like you said, no experience.
So before
you step in the door,
before you open the door to the public, what was your thinking up until that point?
Bro, I didn't know who was gonna get it.
Okay.
There was about 20 people.
Oh, there was more applicants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 20 people applied for it.
Yeah.
So
shout out to those 20 or those other 19.
Yeah.
Shout out them. They didn't get it.
Yeah, but you know. Yeah.
A few people I know actually applied for it.
Oh, snap, really?
Yeah,
wow.
But they come into the pub now, innit?
Yeah. Oh, that's love. That's love.
Yeah,
that's love.
Man. But yeah, I didn't even know I was gonna get it, bro.
Yeah. So how long was that process?
Long.
Like
so
weeks,
we're
months?
We knew we had the pub in like December times.
Okay.
We opened up in April.
Okay. Yeah.
But the process for the interviews and that was a good 3 months.
Was that multiple interviews?
Yeah, man. So we went to, where'd you go? Cardiff. We had a few interviews here. Yeah, there was bare interviews.
Yeah.
What, Heineken didn't fly you out? Where's Heineken? Is Heineken in it Germany? I'm not Germany, I'm Amsterdam. That's what I meant. Yeah, damn.
They're all over, man. They're billion
Yeah.
company, you know. They own shares in like Carlin, Foster's.
Yeah.
Bomers,
yeah.
Oh,
they got shares in everything. So billionaire company, man. But like I said, didn't know I was gonna get it. We knew from December, but they weren't allowed to say anything, innit?
Okay.
So for a good 3 months or so, we were just.
So when did you move in?
April.
Okay.
So did you open shortly after you moved in?
It was a good month before.
Oh, okay. So you had time to settle in.
The place was a joke, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Messy. There was no disrespect to the previous owners.
Yeah.
But it was mad.
So was it left? When they left, that was
exactly
it?
Exactly.
Man.
And then you opened the door and that was the first time someone came in?
That's it. And there was no handover.
Okay.
There was a handover, between the management team and Heineken, but the guy was sick. So no one came in before us.
Yeah,
so
that's
when
a bit
we
mad.
came in, there was frozen foods in the fridges and freezers.
Yeah.
Everything just gone off.
Literally.
So it took a whole month to clear the whole place and make it.
Clear it, clean it, make it right. Yeah. So talk me through more of that process. So what is it that they were trying to get from you? So like Heineken, so as soon as you had your interview and your chit chat, was it just a general chit chat in terms of, do you know about drinks, or who are you as a people? Where is your vision for this place? Like, what kind of conversations were they having with you?
A bit of everything, man. So like, obviously you need a licensee.
Yeah.
So my missus is a licensee.
Okay.
She's got a license to actually serve alcohol, to actually.
She had that prior?
Run a pub. Yeah.
Okay.
This hasn't been her first pub, so she had a pub in Cheltenham when she was like 19 or whatever.
What, managed or actually?
Managed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's what was the question again, bro?
Like just saying,
he
was just saying
track already.
he was just saying what do they want from you? What was the process? Did they say, can you bring in a certain clientele, or was there things
exactly
that they wanted you to bring in?
What they liked from us was we're young, innit?
Yeah, that's all.
I say we're young.
Yeah.
Old, man.
Yeah. No, but you're young in terms of other landlords, I'm guessing. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And because we're local, that's another good step for them. Because Kirsty's worked in this pub before.
Yeah.
And she knows a lot of the regulars.
Yeah.
I think what it was, like I said, we had our own business before, innit? So we know how to talk.
Got proven track records. Yeah,
man. Good. So and this building is actually under our business of Sacred Salvador Limited owns this building now.
Yeah.
So it was easier process for them.
Yeah.
You know? There was less training because Kirsty's done it before.
Yeah.
And we know the locals.
So in terms of revenue, so depending on what they were thinking of, in terms of revenue, they could probably get you guys in quicker than training somebody else and get a quicker turnaround.
Yeah, man.
Because you're local, you've got that presentation. Yeah.
They did put us out. We had in total, I think it's like 2 weeks training.
Yeah.
A lot of it was in Cardiff. We had to go to another pub run by Heineken to train at. They trained us up. So there was a lot of money put in to train us up still.
Oh, solid. Yeah.
Regardless. But
so in terms of training, what does training look like? Is it training to run the pub?
Run the bar?
Bar, or is it training into management? Or is it both?
Okay.
But 2 weeks don't seem a lot, because I don't feel like I could, after 2 weeks, put my key through the door and walk in and say, right, Monday morning, we're good to go.
Yeah.
You know
so I guess that says a lot in terms of your proven track record, or both of your proven track record, and in terms of what they saw in you. So if they didn't trust you, then they wouldn't. It's their representation online, isn't it? It's their representation. So that's sick.
They lost a lot of money in it.
Yeah. Previously,
from the previous.
Yeah, and for it not being open.
How long? Do you know how long it was closed for? Between when they left the last landlord and when you came in?
So they shut in December time, December last year. And we opened in April.
Okay.
So what, like 4, 5, 6? Yeah. I guess that's a lot of money in terms of they expect a weekly, monthly.
And even in terms of when they were here, you know, they didn't make a lot. I saw the numbers, and they took a loss basically within those 2 years. But then COVID hit.
Yeah. For everyone, that would have been hot. Hard.
And in terms of, I don't know if I'm pushing the gun, but in terms of like what they're expecting from you guys specifically, is there like you don't have to tell me, but is there like a bottom line that you've got to hit every month or every week or something like that? How often do they touch base with you?
I can tell you.
No, I don't want to be. I don't want numbers. I was
going to blast out the numbers.
We don't need numbers.
Don't blast numbers. Yeah.
So there is a percentage, isn't it? There is a certain amount they want us to hit every week.
Yeah. Oh, is it weekly?
Weekly, yeah.
Okay.
So we get paid weekly. The staff get paid weekly. It's all done on a weekly basis.
And it's
Sunday to Saturday.
In terms of what you get what the business gets after all of the revenue you bring in, is that done on percentages as well? Or is it after you hit that bottom line that they've got, everything else goes to the business?
So we have to hit a target and we get a percentage of every week. Regardless if we hit the target or not, we still get a percentage.
Percentage of the revenue, or the percentage of the revenue after they've took their profits?
Let me think. Percentage to they take a profit regardless.
Yeah.
So
after they've taken their profit,
then we get a percentage of whatever we make.
Yeah, solid.
And so far, we've made. We're making, so
haven't made a loss this for a week.
My biggest fear was paying the staff out of own pocket.
Yeah, of course.
So I never wanted to go into a business and have to pay out my own pocket. And we've never done it.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
That's a good look.
So that says a lot of good stuff about you as you two as the landlords and as owners, and it also says it feels confidence with the staff. So they're like, okay, right, there's not like we ain't got to come here and worry. Like you guys are doing a great job. So
staffing's a stress, man.
I bet it is. Yeah. No, I bet. I bet it is. I bet it is.
We can move on to them, innit? We'll move on to. So you're through the door. You open your first day. Like, what has it been like from then till now? Like, obviously your confidence must have rose. I remember getting the message. Remember the message in the group? My man said, "Yo, I'm opening a pub." And we're like, what?
Yeah. What's this?
Obviously, we talk about our group. Adrian's part of that group.
Yeah.
Like a WhatsApp group. Yeah, they just put a message in the group. I'm opening a pub. And we're like, what do you mean?
What, you holding the keys? Yeah, you just open the door every morning.
What, you're a barman. What?
Yeah.
I mean, not taking anything away from anyone that works. But so what's it been like from walking through there till now, or first couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Like, what's it been like?
Nah, pure stress, man.
Pure stress.
Pure stress.
But before you talk about the stress, though, I still want you to talk about that period of time, but talk about the positives. So in terms of what have you learned, and what are the good things, and then we're going to the negative.
Yeah. Not the good things are.
Yeah, go on.
I can actually swear my job, bro.
Okay, yeah. I remember you saying on the post. Yeah.
I swear my job. Obviously, I come up from a care background.
Yeah.
So, obviously, if you swear in care, it's not good.
Yeah.
Gross misconduct and then.
Yeah. No. I get you. I get your point. So I get your point.
Yeah. So, I like the flexibility of doing whatever I want.
Yeah. It's that freedom, innit? Because if you're talking about language in terms of, you don't have to hold your tongue, like you've got the freedom to be who you want to be and do what you want to do. So I get that. Yeah.
Within reason.
Yeah. You got to use little wisdom. Yeah. No, I hear that.
To be smart about it, because you're still a business owner.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, it's been mad, isn't it? Like when I first came in, I was bare anxious, innit?
Anxiety through the roof, I can tell. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, must be, innit?
It's not just about being a pub landlord; it's about being black as well.
White dominated,
majority white environment. Yeah.
And you got to think of it, because a pub is like a British tradition. Historically, that's it's not necessarily a tradition that. Go on. What are you gonna say?
I'll say you don't have to hold your tongue on race on this podcast, brother.
Okay.
You don't have to hold your tongue, brother. We talk the things. Innit?
No, we do. There's a fact.
Whether it's white, black, Asian, whatever it is, we talk the things. So don't worry about holding your tongue.
Okay. So is that something you? Actually, I'll ask that question in a bit. Go on, carry on. Carry on what you're saying.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, being a black landlord in a white dominant area, in a white dominant pub.
Yeah.
That was my biggest stress, and
I
don't know how I was gonna react if someone was to call me, the N-word, any of that, discrimination. I didn't know how I was gonna hold my tongue in it. That was my main anxiety around that. And obviously, I'm not a lad, innit? I'm not. I'm a lad now.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Calling people buddy and that. Yeah. You right, buddy?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Yeah. At the time, I'm a bit, more street than. So
one of the things I would come off is saying, because a pub is a British tradition, it's like it's a culture in and of itself. If you or anybody is to come from out of that culture, you need to learn the culture that you're in.
Definitely.
So being in the pub, you've got to. We saw it kind of like a lad kind of conversations, but those are kind of things that are important. Would you say, or is it important for you just to be yourself no matter what? What's your?
I have to be myself, innit? And I've always been myself, within reason. Yeah. But I've always been, just me, innit?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be fake around anyone.
Yeah.
Scott.
Just be myself, innit? And but at the same time, just lower it down on the slang.
Okay.
Because
I can imagine.
I feel like I need to, innit?
People come here because they feel comfortable, innit?
Yeah, that's
and
it, man.
Different people feel comfortable by different things.
For different reasons,
Like when you're in certain environments, and the reality is people do feel uncomfortable around black people.
If they're not traditional, if they're not around,
if they're not, we talk, we're lied, we're a bit lighter, we have slang, we laugh lighter. All of them things might seem a bit confrontational.
Yeah, man.
So I guess, it might seem a bit threatening to people if they're not used to that culture. Not saying it's a good thing, but it's just what. So I guess in terms of that, like we come here, I guess we do. Well, do we like when we come here, we don't really narrow it down, innit? We're still the same people. But then I think you probably
at the same time, you probably get looks as well.
Yeah, cool.
A couple,
It happens, innit?
But I think one of the things that I don't know again if Heineken was ever thinking like this, or if you specifically are thinking about this, but the good thing about it, or the positive thing about it, is having you as a black landlord is having like a little bit extra that other pubs don't have. Like some pubs you know traditionally maybe like they lean towards like the LGBTQ community. Yeah. Some pubs may lean towards just young and youthfulness. Some rugby companies, some a specific football team. Do you know what I mean? So there's different things that you can center yourself around, or pubs can center themselves around. So if people feel like akin to this one because they've got like black people feel normal here, do you know what I mean? Then that might be one thing. Or because that you're young, it may bring a younger crowd to the pub culture. So all of that to me just sounds positive.
The reality is, for me, growing up, I didn't do pubs. My experience in pubs was terrible. Like in the environment I grew up in, around the people I grew up in, it took 2-3 pints, and then it's hey, right, black lad, hey. Like that was it. Like the race team come out straight away. Like you have a couple of pints, they all get together, and then the races start. Like it's not bad racism, it's not N-word, it's not this. It's just it's the banter side. So for me, pubs weren't a place for me. Like I didn't feel comfortable. Like I still don't really go pubs now. I come here, that's probably about it. But that's because of that environment. But I know, not to say that that's not going to happen here, because you can't control who comes through the door.
Facts.
But you know, you're a face of the pub.
Yeah, man.
So them coming here, they know they have to kind of rein it back a bit, regardless.
And I feel like I'm bringing more culture here, innit?
Yeah, good.
Like because I'm a black landlord, like I spoke to a couple of the staff members who used to work here previously. And they've said they've never seen so many black people before. You know, like places like the Reggae Night, for example.
Putting on and actually an authentic reggae night. Not
come on,
play
talk the
two
thing.
Bob Marley and UB40. Man, hearing Sanchez and Barris. And, you know, when you're coming here, it's not UB40 and Bob Marley and people walking around in fake Rasta hats.
First of all, nothing wrong with a fake Rasta hat though. Come on, we all got a few bedroom tactics.
That's not good.
Go on. We're not talking about it just yet. But this is like a solid move, bro. It's a solid move. I commend you, mate. I'm like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, rah, that's such a big move. So you're doing an incredible job. So man.
Man.
But we jumped off what was it like the first? Like going in your first shift, getting your first customers in.
So you said a few positive things. Talk about the other stuff. So you said it was stressful. You said that a few times. Like, so go on, talk me through what's the stresses.
It's just the expectation of how it's gonna run. You know? Like, and I've always had in the back of my head, listen, I'm a black landlord. I have to take this approach differently.
Okay.
This isn't like any other business what I've run. This is completely different. I'm surrounded by people who may not even like me being a landlord. You know? But, that was my main stress, I would say. Another stress is just the cleanliness, getting the place up together. So obviously we live upstairs, innit? And I wanted to make that a home. And that was stressful because there was bare
was it like a warehouse before? Or was it like an extension of down here up there?
Yeah, man. Bruv.
It was like storage.
There was mice. I don't like mice, innit?
No me.
Yeah, it's like full of mice.
You
know, I actually feel like they planted some shit, man. So, am I allowed to swear in this?
Live life, brother. Live life, go on.
I'm so used to swearing.
I know, you're the proper landlord.
Yeah, my fucking pep. Anyway. I feel like they planted shit out there, man. Like, there was porridge in the middle of the kitchen, for example, So, a bag of porridge in the middle of the kitchen. So there's bare mice running around.
Going in
I got a daughter, bro. I got kids, you know, stay here and that. So, the fridge freezer was full of like gone off food, so we had to open the windows, open all the doors.
Smells, fragrances,
You sure it was food though, Carl? We just watched a Jeffrey Dahmer thing. You sure it was...
I even know with the last.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah. But that was the main stress, innit? And then the staffing, we had a certain amount of time to open up the pub. So within us getting everything ready, we had to get the staff trained, like a week training. We had to employ the staff, you know. We had to order all the food, order all the drinks, start from scratch, basically.
Okay.
It has been open for so long.
And in those regards, are you doing that? Are you finding your own suppliers, or they come with suppliers? Does Heineken supply you?
Everything comes with them, man.
Yeah. So you have like a set menu that you can order from,
and we can't change that menu.
Yeah, can't.
We spoke about it a few times, didn't it? Why don't you add this to the menu? Why Ray and Nephew? Why don't you put a Ray and Nephew behind the bar?
Don't get me wrong, I got Ray.
Oh, you got the Ray,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, what you got?
Solid,
for
solid.
reggae night, innit?
Yeah. That's solid.
But we got a few drinks behind the bar now, innit?
Okay,
we do our own thing in it, and like I said, this is our business. This is called the Frios. This place is called Sacred Sourdough. Sacred Sourdough around here, so I could do whatever I want within reason.
Yeah, of course.
Can't change all their prices. Can't change what's on the menu on the foods, but I could bring in more things. You know?
Okay, solid.
Grandma's food, got Caribbean food. So I'm bringing that in here. Whenever I want, and you know.
So jumping straight back in, talking about like bringing your own flavour to the pub, bringing your own style. Because I can imagine like you think of a British pub, you kind of think of the same things.
Yeah,
like you know, and most people probably think of like what's it called off EastEnders, the Vic.
The Vic, yeah.
You know, like you would imagine like EastEnders is probably what you would think about when you think about a pub. Like for me, that's kind of like. That's what you expect. But you were saying about you're bringing your own stuff in, you brought your own flavour. So obviously when you first came in, you looked at this project. What was like the first thing that you thought, right, this is what I want to do to put my stamp on things?
Yeah.
I wanted more culture in there, innit? Like as you look around, it's very like
what you say, very
traditional
pub like, okay.
Yeah, you don't see.
So we're saying, is there going to be like a Trini flag, a Jamaican flag on?
That's what I want to do, man. Nah, for real. And my first plan was to book a reggae night, innit?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I need to. It needs to be a place where other cultures can feel comfortable coming in.
Yeah.
You know? No, that's what I'm finding now. I'm getting Indian people here, you know. I'm getting like European, you know, Caribbean, African.
Yeah.
You know, like all different cultures coming in.
Yeah, solid. Yeah.
And that's what I wanted. I didn't want it just to be the traditional Free Oaks, because the traditional Free Oaks didn't work in my eyes.
It wasn't successful, was it?
It wasn't successful. Yeah, 100%. You know, they've never done like events like Reggae Night, and even when they did do certain events, it's never been as busy as what it has been since we've opened. And I'm not even being big-headed on that.
No, it's not about being
from.
No, but it's celebrating successful business.
That's it.
That's not being big-headed.
So I feel like the area itself, there's quite a bit of culture. You don't realise, but there is quite a lot of culture in the Matson.
Yeah.
You know, we've got White City around the corner. Yeah. Coney Hill, not
it's the deprived areas, isn't it?
That's it, man.
That's where people seem to mingle, in the deprived areas.
Trust me. And I all I wanted was to bring the community back together, innit?
Yeah, solid.
Even I'm not from this community. I used to live in this community previously, but I just wanted to bring the community. I listen to all the customers and what they're saying, and you know, other businesses around the local area, and they've all said the same thing. They just want to build a community back.
And I think that's what's important, because I think though you guys run the pub, like the owners in that regard, like there's other people that have invested interest in it. Like if I was a local, I live kind of far, but I come through here quite often in terms of the area wise. There's other people that are in the community and they're like, I want a pub, not to say own it, but they want a pub that they can call their own. So they want a local. And they want their local to be successful, so they can have that local continually. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I think what Britain has lost, to some extent, is areas where we can create community. So a pub is one of them. It used to be like youth clubs. Now youth clubs are not. And pubs, to be honest, over the last couple of years, maybe COVID's an example of why, but pubs have been going downhill in terms of closing and things like that.
Not this one.
And this one's successful. This one continues to rise.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So when you talk about, specifically when you talk about trying to make it culturally like embracive, if that's the word you use, I can't remember, or inclusive, like your events, which consistently keep coming on, like different events, seem to be successful, and it seems to be driving that same idea, like getting other people in that may not usually call this home. Yeah, go on.
I'm bringing new people in, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the plan. We don't want Well, don't get me wrong, I love the regulars,
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, they're here, they're respectful.
Yeah.
And they just want to have a good time.
Yeah,
a lot of people coming here by themselves.
Yeah.
Because, well, I've had conversation with people, they're lonely at home.
Yeah.
They haven't got no one to speak to. They come here to socialise.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But my aim is to bring more people in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So different people who don't really necessarily go to a pub scene. And a lot of people have said to me, you know, I don't usually go to pubs.
Yeah.
These events, you know, I'm here for them, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want to involve everyone, not just
the
older generation. I want the
Facts.
younger generation. Yeah. This place is turned into a youth club, bro.
Yeah.
The amount of kids who come in just seems cool.
Yeah.
You know, but previously they would be told to get out.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not gonna buy nothing, get out.
Yeah.
And just, you know, they're not bringing no trouble into the streets. They want to come here, play pool. Why not?
Yeah.
That's nice, man. That's
solid.
nice.
That's solid.
And the same with people with learning disabilities and, you know, additional needs and that. Like, we've got a day, I think it's happening this Tuesday actually, where we do a day for individuals who are in care.
Yeah.
Who don't usually go to a pub, but we play like bingo and things like that for
kind of activities for them. No, that's
like
solid.
This Tuesday we got we're playing, what's that film? Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Number 2?
Nah,
Or the original?
still,
Okay, the original one.
The
Okay,
original.
okay.
The original.
Classic still, classic.
The original.
Yeah.
So what is that something that's, because this won't come out now till the Friday, but is this something that happens every week on a Tuesday?
So it's going to be every other week.
So every other.
So when's it coming out? On
When
Friday?
this, so it'd be the.
Just check the Facebook page.
Yeah.
That's what.
We'll do the links. We'll get the links in. We'll put them all up.
Yeah.
So that's a good look, and I think that is important for community. As you said, like, I don't know if pubs are that inclusive. I may be wrong, and maybe it's not something I'm looking at, but I don't know if pubs are that inclusive.
Yeah.
So that's another area that you're looking at.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of being a black landlord, if you're looking to involve the community a bit more, support people that are underrepresented in the community, then that's all for it, man. It's a big look.
No, that's solid, man. That's
needed.
good. So we've talked about kind of how you started. You kind of briefly talked about how you started and the first 6 months, as it were. So it's been successful. How are you going to continue to make it successful?
Yeah.
So what's your aims for the future in terms of where's this going to be? Is this I don't know if you're going to say this. Is it a long-term goal for you to have this pub for the next 10 years, 12 years, or like what's?
Yeah,
you don't have to tell us the specifics because we may not have discussed those things. But in terms of what's your aim for this place going forward?
Yeah, it's all good. So I've told. Well, I didn't tell her, but me and my missus.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
And we're doing a minimum of 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, minimum.
Yeah, solid.
It could be 10, it could be 15. I could die in here, bro.
Yeah.
Who knows, innit? But in terms of the future, it's all about expansion, man.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it's sacred sourdough, innit? So I don't see this pub as mine, yeah? Well, I do see it as mine, but it's not just a pub I'm working on, innit?
It's a business venture.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to build an empire.
Yeah,
So Sacred Sourdough is going to be the cover of everything what I do.
Kind of the umbrella of all the little...
man, food, everything, yeah. So, but in terms of the actual pub, more events, man.
Yeah.
Music brings people in.
Yeah, facts.
People love music.
Facts.
Music and food. I always say music, food, music, food.
Good combo.
Yeah? So I'm looking to expand that. But in the future, I wouldn't mind having a club though.
Nightclub. Okay.
I wouldn't mind
next
branching
step,
out into a club or taking over this place, buying it off them.
Okay, yeah.
So take out all the costs of Heineken, just run it myself.
Yeah.
And that way I could change the menu, I could change anything I want and make it more personal to me, innit?
Nah, that's solid. That's solid.
That's the goal and aim.
Yeah.
You know,
no, that's good, man.
Wherever
I love that.
Way I could expand.
I love that. Yeah. And there may be in a few years' time or in a few months' time or whatever, be something else that's brought to your attention that you may want to go down or something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, man.
You sound like a person who. Yeah. You sound like a person who's planning to create this empire and then make it bigger. And so yeah. Shout out to Uno. Shout out to the Freemasons. Any Freemasons that want to holler?
Oh jeez.
Okay. This guy, innit? Not me.
Freemason. Okay.
I'm joking. Illuminati out there, mate. I don't know.
And is anyone out there? Yeah, anyone
out there. Yeah. Holla.
So, in terms of the pub, obviously, you said it's like a different business venture. You got other business ventures as well. Like, how do you incorporate the pub to those ventures.
Yeah.
Like, I know how you do it because I see it, but let the people know like what you do, how you mix your different ventures and bring them all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I just bring it all in, innit? Bring it all into the pub. So, to be honest with you, Sacred Sourdough, it all started off with as like a spiritual business, and it's on like a spiritual level, and see, distraction.
So, I know.
Let's go.
Everywhere, bro.
So have you got plans?
That pub environment.
But you know what? We knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah. It's calm.
Have you got plans to like bring like, I don't know what they're called, spiritual evenings, spiritual nights? Have you got them plans to bring them here?
Yeah, man. So
is that something you've done already?
Nah,
you haven't done that
and that's
yet?
something that was the first thing I wanted to do in it. Apart from other than a reggae night, that was the first thing I wanted to do in it. Bring a spiritual meal, like a psychic meal here, or or some sort of spiritual readings. But to be honest with you, I'm struggling to find the right people. Because I'm a spiritualist myself. I don't want to do it personally. Readings to people I know. All the regulars.
The locals there.
It's too personal, isn't it? But I'm struggling to find the right people for it. I want it to be
proper.
On, perfect, And once I find the right people, then that event is going to be run. But I'm bringing so I just recently opened up a family business, Grandma's Foods. So it's Trini food, so Caribbean foods. So I'm bringing that to events. So I've done that on a reggae night. It was in the kitchen, cooking up the Trini foods.
Good food as well, man. Good food.
Yeah, see? Review, see it there?
Good food. I left it. I did it. I was meant to as well. I'm dead at the reviews then, man. Nah, the food was good still. The food was good.
But so I'm trying to bring all my businesses into one, innit? Into this building as an umbrella. But at the same time, branching out and doing other things.
Now that's solid. So a takeaway that I've got from that is like, if you are a person who's starting your own business, you may have your eyes on one pie. So for example, here you've got a pub, but there's other avenues or other businesses that hang off of that pub. So there's another way in which you can get revenue and bring in money and finances yourself. So that's an example that you're doing, but it's also something that we can learn as just people that are listening and seeing you do your business in terms of, okay, what do I want to do, and what are the things that hang off this business that I can also create businesses on top of?
Absolutely.
Yeah, wisdom, man. Empire building, brother. I like that. That's what I'm talking. That's good. Solid.
Because the plan is, once I leave this place, I'll have stuff to fall back on, innit? And a lot of the stuff what I fall back on is going to be from this building. So I'm going to branch out. For example, Sacred Sourdough, we're looking to do like events. Like Sacred Sourdough events. That sort of section. So that's not just going to be like, you might see it on my flyers, innit? So, Sacred Sourdough presents. So it's all like.
So we're talking events in general, not like spiritual readings.
Yeah, just like music events, reggae nights and all that. But I want to branch that out into doing that elsewhere. Not just this building, but elsewhere. Solid. So it expands. So once I leave this place, I'm not going to fall back on nothing. I'm going to have a cleaner business. I'm going to have the food business, and I'm going to have events business. And more.
Grow it.
Just expand it all.
Because even knowing you and seeing or hearing your experience, is knowing that there's other people that want to know that. So I mean, something to think about in the future is maybe turning your experience here into a training program or like an online course in terms of, okay, here's the steps you can go through if you wanted to become a landlord, the kind of things that you need to think about, even Q&As and stuff like that. So that's just something that you might want to do in the future, and maybe not, I don't know, but that's something to think about.
Makes money.
That's it. I got an Instagram page, like Life of the Black Landlords. That's what I'm trying to do on there. But I need to do it more, I'm trying to do my journey. So people could watch it and be like, you know what? I might want to run a pub one day.
No, that's good, man. That's solid.
Yeah, because I think within our culture, within our ethnicity, like we said, that's probably not something you would even think about. Like you might say you want to run a club. Like people see what happens with clubs, what comes with clubs, being club owners. But a pub, So yeah, we need the next generation of pub owners.
Yeah, facts.
Or landlords.
Part the ting.
100%.
Yeah. All right, so can we move on slightly?
What, he's comfortable now?
No,
This is where it's gonna start getting mad.
It never goes left.
When you do that comfortable thing, man, sat back, drew in the mic.
No. But specifics.
Okay.
So we've talked about the pub, innit? So let's talk about you specifically as an individual. So what's brought this all around? I'm having a little combo. Yeah, what's brought this in terms of before you wasn't a landlord? What's got your mind thinking on landlords and empire building and things of that nature? Like what's happened in the psyche?
Depression, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say depression. Going through depression and realizing that I'm not happy with my life right now.
Yeah.
Changed me.
So what age was that at?
Well, how long ago?
Yeah, that's better.
Right. This was in London time, so good 5 years ago.
Okay.
About 5 years ago,
yeah.
roughly. In London, got depression. I'm talking at the moment, baby. Oh, go and ask mummy.
Go ask mummy.
That's right. See, it's real. This is what we move.
It's life.
We move in life, family.
Yeah. So picking up from what you're saying, so you were in London a couple of years back, feeling depressed. Take me through that journey.
So in London, depressed, weren't happy with my job, although I was in a position of authority. So I was a care manager, registered manager at the time. Yeah. Which is what I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I've always.
That's what I was saying. That was your thing.
I've always wanted to be a registered manager and then go up to director and all them thing there. But when I actually got the job, I'm like, so this is what I wanted, yeah. This is how my life
is all it is.
This is it. Weren't happy. Getting paid a bit more than what I would from being a registered manager in Gloucester. So I was happy in terms of finance, financially happy in that, but wasn't happy mentally, man. So, moved back to Gloucester because I was in London at the time whilst I was being a registered manager by myself. So I moved back to Gloucester where the family is and that. Got another job in care. I stayed in care. I don't know why I stayed in care. But I stayed in care. And then I felt like that's when I got fully depressed. I was like, I'm not happy with this, man. Like, I don't want to. And ultimately, the main unhappiness was working for other people.
I was
going to say to you what was missing. Like, because you get to manager, like you say, you get a bit more freedom, you get a bit of authority, but what was missing in those roles?
Just working with other people. Because I didn't agree with a lot of things what I was doing.
Okay.
I'm out here sacking people for what? Like, destroying someone's life or minor things, bro. Like, sometimes it's rightful dismissal and all that, but I wasn't happy with what I had to do and how I had to manage, even down to the clients. I feel like, let's be careful what I say here, innit?
No, I hear you, go on.
But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of I won't say abuse, but a lot of neglect within the care.
But I think that's quite apparent. I think that's quite apparent in
every
care
single
in
job
general.
I worked in,
Obviously, certain companies don't have none of that.
Facts.
There's a lot of companies.
No, we're not shouting at no one. It's calm though. It's calm. Whoever's running that, do their thing.
Do their thing.
Man, I went happy in it. So that's what made me decide to leave my job. In fact, I didn't even leave my job. I got pushed out my job, innit? But we're not going to go into that. It's all politics.
It's always politics.
Got pushed out my job, and I thought, you know what? I could actually go for another manager job, and I had a few phone calls. I was to an agency, and it's like, these people want to interview you. These people want to interview you. I kept fobbing everyone off. So then I decided, for the first time in my life, to go onto Universal Credit.
Okay,
So I went onto Universal Credit and thought, you know what? Let me just relook at my life. Where am I going?
Assess.
Yeah, man. At the time, I was actually religious, I think. Was I religious at the time? Well, near that time, I was religious. So that pulled me away from a lot of things what I used to do previously, which is spirituality. Yeah. So I started studying crystals.
Studying crystals.
Yeah, man. I just start. You know what? Let me just go on Universal for a bit, and start doing my own thing. Innit?
Now that's solid. Can I this is so random, this is so random, but like when people hear crystals and stuff like that, they get totally switched. Well, some people get totally switched off.
Yeah, some people think it's the devil's work and them things.
Exactly. But just before you can justify it in your sense, I just want to justify it in my sense shortly, short.
Go for it.
So, comfortable in that. You know, but do you know what it is? Because, and correct me if I'm wrong, but innit, crystals hold power. That's the belief, yeah? Crystals hold power or energy.
Yeah.
And it's slightly different, but to some extent, it's the exact same thing in which we look at technology. Like the metals in here, we look at this and it's a phone, but the metals in there, to some extent, are crystals, are materials that are in the world, and then we input onto these materials, metal, iron, these sort of crystals, information, and we start using this around. And it don't sound crazy if I say, oh yeah, let me phone somebody on this phone. But if I was to say, oh, let me phone somebody on this metal, iron, and all of and I just listed different stones. That would sound weird, doesn't it? But to some extent, it's the exact same thing. Like we introduce power or energy into crystals manually, and we create things like phones, telephones, all of these sort of electrical devices. And the same, in a bare minimum, is what we're talking about. We say, oh yeah, crystals hold energy, and that's exactly what we believe. Everyone believes that. Anyway, go on, talk your team.
Yeah, man. You know, there's high energy and there's low energy, innit?
Yeah.
And a lot of like, for example, the phones could be quite low in energy. But I started selling crystals and that. Yeah. Started going back into my delivering Reiki, doing readings, and all them thing there. And from then, like, I can remember 1 month, I was like, seriously, I can't be doing this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a little side
thing,
payment, innit? But 1 month I actually got paid more than what I did in my care position as a manager, innit? Just by selling crystals. I was like, right, wait there.
Might be something here.
Work,
might be something here,
work, you know. But from then, I started opening a cleaning business, so it's an eco-friendly cleaning business. So I am on track, innit?
Yeah.
You did ask me this question.
No, you did.
Like, we're here to hear the journey, innit?
But slightly more though, because you talked about being going through bouts of depression. So did the selling crystals, getting out of care, is that what kind of brought you out of depression, or were you still underlying depression all through that process?
Underlying, I would say underlying. But I had more freedom. Yeah. Because I had more time. Yeah. And I had, no one telling me what to do. Yeah. Which I always hated. Yeah. I don't feel like, man, I don't feel like anyone should be told what to do.
No, I get that.
Sense, like, well, we're our own beings, innit? And we've all worked our life being told, do this, do that, do this. Even if you don't agree with it, you still have to do it. Otherwise, you get sacked. Then you have to look for another job to tell you to do this, do that, to do this.
Coffee tables, man. Coffee tables everywhere. Those that know, shout out to Kanye.
But yeah, man. So the freedom pushed me out of the main side of my depression, I would say. Yeah. But then it was just financial depression then, because
it was something else. So in terms of, just for one sentence, in terms of what do you think you would tell people who's going through a depression that would bring them out of depression, or would help them in their depression?
You know what the main thing is? Talk. Don't ever feel like you're alone, because I was in that phase of being in London by myself, and I'm the only person feeling these feelings. I'm the only one in the dark room. I'm the only one who wants to end this life. I'm all that. Just don't ever feel like you're alone. You'd be surprised how many people are actually going through the
exact same thing. Facts.
Especially black people.
Facts.
That was going through my head. I'm a black man. What am I doing?
I shouldn't be feeling like this.
Man. And I speak on a group. I went through a stage of being in our friend group and now on WhatsApp, of not speaking because I was too depressed or too feeling like I'm not worthy.
Or everyone else has got it together. I ain't got it together. Or what?
Everyone else seems like they're doing well.
But really and truly, like, few of us, man, must have been depressed at that time as well.
There's a bag of us, cuz.
And none of us spoke about it.
I spoke about it. What do you mean?
Drop it in a group,
But for me, like my support network come from like the gym.
Okay,
I went to the gym with the man. Like, if you at that time in that life, if you come to the gym with me, you'd hear everything. You know, like even so much. I'm thinking, yo, I feel like I told man this already. I mean, you spoke before as well. You know that. So I felt like then I started to feel like it's a burden. Like what you said. Like and then I was like, but look who I am. Like people stop me in the street and say to me, "Oh, you're this, you're that, you're danger, you're blah blah blah," and then I'm at my yard like can't even bother to go out, don't want to do nothing. But what people see of me is not who I was at the time. I wouldn't say I was in like depressive state. I was just questioning a lot about myself personally. So I wouldn't put depression on me because I know people go through serious lows. I wasn't in serious lows, but
it's relevant.
But
what you went through.
I was happy to talk to people about it. You know, them ones I was happy to talk to people. So
that's a fact. I think that's one of the things I would say as well. If you're depressed, talk about it. So
just talk, man.
And there's people that will want to hear it from you, and there's some people that may not want to. But just find a person that will talk to you and talk to them whenever you can.
You know what? Furthermore, though,
go on.
Go counselling, man.
Facts.
I ain't no shame in going to therapy.
Facts.
The amount of time I've seen my therapist, London,
Gloucester,
it helps. Man.
Facts.
I used to think like therapy, that's mad, isn't it? Whoever goes therapy is mad.
Like it's crazy. What a known thing.
Literally, like But therapy freaking helps.
Nah, therapy works. I did a 6-week therapy session, and I would go every week for 6 weeks. It was solid. It was a solid one as well.
And it's surprising how you could just flip your way of thought.
It's your thinking,
man.
This one a different place. It's all so relevant. Because you know why it's relevant? Because it gets you to where you're sitting right now.
That's a fact.
And that's what we've obviously come to work out. Is why you're here right now.
And I was at a time where I thought I was going to end my life. I was planning it. Man. I was at a stage of actually planning what to do. My next steps.
And see what's scary for like us lot, who are your friends, who have been around, like we've known each other 20 odd years. Like we wasn't aware of that. Like I might have been aware.
Facts.
Like obviously I came up to London a couple of times, like stayed up there and stuff. So I might have been aware that you might have felt a certain way.
Okay.
Because you know you kind of get that, but not to that extent. And you know it's them times when people put stuff up. Oh my gosh, I never knew he felt like that. But like you said, if you didn't tell us, like you have to be really, really close to someone to know that.
You have to, man.
You know, because as part of that, you put that protection upon. You know, you put that up, you put that front on as part of that depression. Unless you're someone that's really struggling and you know you don't come out and you know you don't shave in this visual more than it is. People don't know.
100%, man. And you know, I was quiet about it as well. Like I didn't tell anyone about it apart from my sister in the end. She's a psychologist, innit? So I got support with her. But yeah, man, like, but yeah, you can't suffer alone. You know? You can't suffer alone because that's the worst. Loneliness is a killer. Literally, you know.
It's a fact.
That's what I would say to people who's going through depression.
Definitely, it's a deep
and it's always a light outside, you know.
There's a light.
There's a light. And I didn't think that, you know. Like I said, I was planning shit, but now I'm here. Now I'm earning.
The flip side's crazy.
Yeah, man. And my depression, majority of the time, was to do with money. You know, and it's ego. It's all ego. Because I'm always saying, look, I should be earning more than
so
this
and so.
person. Comparing in that, At the same time, we're all human, man. We're all going through our own struggles, you know. But that was my side of depression. It was
sounds like bank balance is good now.
I know.
Sounds like things are going up.
The balance.
I mean, I'm a manifestor, innit? And I've always been, since my spiritual life, I've always like been saying to myself, I love money. I love this, you know. I'm
affirmations, man.
I kept saying to myself, why the fuck ain't it working then? I'm a spiritualist around here. What am I doing wrong?
just talking about it just before it cut off, manifesting and, you know, money coming to you. So is that something that's driven your process?
Bro, it's important, man, because I was at a stage of thinking money was evil.
Okay.
You know? But then I was complaining I didn't have any money. Like,
No, I hear you.
you know, so it's important. Like, anyone out there who feels like money's evil or money isn't everything, I'm not saying that money is everything, but it freaking helps, bruv.
Yeah,
and people say money can't buy you happiness, bruv. I'm earning a bit of money now. I'm happy.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think
It's not the money in and of itself, but it's everything that comes along with it. It's the freedom, it's the joy on your kids' faces, it's the not stress of the electric bill or the gas bill and things like that.
And for me growing up, money was a big issue.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't from a rich family. I ain't from even a wealth family. I'm probably not even from a working class family.
Yeah.
I'm from a poor family. So for me, money was always the issue. There was other stuff going on, obviously. But money was a massive part of
course,
why this wasn't happening. Why I couldn't go here. Why I couldn't have these clothes. Money was massive. So for me to have money now and be able to buy what I want, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, money flow like that for days now. Yeah,
I'm saying I could pay my bills.
Okay, yeah, bills get paid.
I grew up where bills didn't pay.
You know when you're in October and you're still paying off July's.
There you go. Like that's for me. That's how I grew up. Bills weren't paid.
I hear it.
You know what I mean? My clothes weren't the newest clothes. I didn't have the newest stuff.
I hear it.
Now I can afford to do them things. For me, not saying money is everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Not, but
it's not everything.
like you said, money makes a lot of things
helps,
better.
Man.
Yeah,
it brings security.
What do they say? I'd rather be broke. I'd rather be crying in the back of a Bentley than the back of a bus.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know?
100%.
And to be fair, like with the money that I've got, I get better pussy, innit?
You can afford. You can afford.
I can afford that.
You can afford the premium.
You can afford.
Stay in better hotels and that, you know what I mean?
Afford the premium.
Yeah. Facts. Well, you gotta go left here and there, but this has been a good combo, brother. This has been a good combo, man.
I can speak for days, man.
Yeah, but we'll catch you. We'll catch up again. I want to try and get like a group one again.
And
might even talk about mental health, because I think
it's important, man.
Especially for like us as black men as well. Like to have different people's experience, because my experience is going to be completely different. Dean's is going to be completely different to yours. But someone out there might be like, "Oh, I hear what Danger's saying," but then might be like, "Oh, I can relate to you." I can relate to you. So I think that would be a good one.
And we all came out of depression in different ways. So that's also good as well. There's ways out, man. There's ways out.
We got a good space to do it as well.
Yeah, man.
Nice
have a depression conversation over
a
nice beer.
Over
a nice cider.
Over a nice one.
Solid, brother. Let's do the promo. So let's go through where can people find out about you, hear about the pub, check all that stuff out.
Okay, so the Three Oaks, life of a black landlord. Instagram. At that. Three Oaks Gloucester on Facebook.
Yep.
Or it might even be under Three Oaks Robin, so I don't even know. Yeah, that's how you can find me.
Links in description below and all that.
And then just a quick about your other businesses. Just a little quick name, and then what they do, what they provide.
So you got Sacred Salvador. Obviously, it's a branch for everything. Holistic Clean. It's an eco-friendly cleaning company. Grandma's Foods. Trini Foods.
Yeah.
You know.
So one second on Grandma's Food, in terms of what can they do? Do you guys supply like
we do parties.
Go on.
Weddings.
Catering.
We're doing catering as well. And
you've got a food van.
We've got a food van outside the Three Oaks. It's not open quite yet, but we're doing events in the actual pub. Just to get our name out there.
Cool.
And
if there was like festivals running or events running, people could contact you and you can do stuff for that. Dope.
Next year is the aim for that. Hitting festivals. Wickham, I'm coming for you. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to them, innit? Make it happen.
So there's loads of our aspects. It's good though. It's good to talk and see that you got so many avenues and so many different things that you're focusing on.
And I'm always, willing to start up new things.
Okay. Yeah. Angel investor in that. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. That's good.
One's running innovations. Yeah.
Yeah. Dragon's Den and that.
Yeah.
Big man. Good episode. A good episode. If anyone comes down to the Three Oaks, shout out to Shout out to the Broken Generation. Just let them know where you came from, and you came through us, innit? Blah blah blah.
You don't get no discount.
No discounts, obviously, but it's just good to know, innit? It's good to know. It's good to know
that we've got some kind of stream.
Yeah, we drove some kind of sales. Yeah, it was good. It's good.
Sales.
Made it worthwhile.
We drove some sales.
Yeah. Come through, man.
Thing,
Review, talk, grab some food, grab some drinks, come through on their events, all that good stuff, man. All that good stuff.
Thank you. We have been the Broken Generation. Myself, Danger.
I'll go by the name of last name Henry.
And our special guest today,
Black Landlord, Adrian.
Well,